Welcome back, my students. Now we are going to deal with the unit 4, that is planning. In this unit, what we are going to discuss, let us understand the concept of it first. See, this is you. Suppose as a student where you are right now, this is your current state, correct? Now what you want to be in your future, so where you want to go, where you want to be, so that is your future state. So right now you are studying this online as a student, and what you want to be, you want to have your family, you want to be a successful professional businessman or anything, whatever you want to be. So this is your future image, this is your future state, and this is what you are here right now. So this is called your current state. Now how will you be this? So there is a bridge between these two things, correct? Now whatever you are going to do to bridge this gap between the current state and future state, that would be, naturally you will take some steps, no, you will do something. So whatever you are going to do to be this from this place will be called as planning. So we can say that planning seeks to bridge the gap between where we are and where we want to go. So if you see in the CBSE syllabus, this is what we have to study under this unit 4 planning. The concept, importance and limitations. Here you will understand the concept of planning. So the word concept means the meaning and the features. So please remember it. Concept means meaning and features both. Then we will describe the importance of planning and will understand the limitations of planning. We also will understand that what are the steps in the process of planning, and then we will develop an understanding of two types of plan. One is single use plan, another is standing plan. And these single use and standing plans have certain types of plan. So those types of plan are what? Objectives, strategy, policy, procedure, methods, rule, budget and program. So all these we will discuss as types of plan. So this is the CBSE syllabus which we have to cover in this unit. Now come back. See, if you go through this line, what is written here, that dreams can be turned into reality when a business managers think in advance and what to do and how to do it. So this particular phrase, what to do and how to do it, is termed as planning if it is done in advance. So there are these terms which are very important. One is in advance, what to do and how to do. So from this particular line, what you have to take out is that the in advance, what to do and how to do it. So these three things you will remember. Promise me, you will remember it. Okay. Now, if we have to understand the meaning of the planning or what actually planning is, I would advise you here, just open your NCERT book. And if it is your new book, then page number 93 is the planning. Now, in the first page, it is a small story is written about the Indian Oil Company Limited, that is IOCL. So if you go through it, the story of it, what actually have been said here, that basically these are the broad statement given by the company, of course, and they have to be broken down into steps for implementation. So this is an example of a company with a nationwide reach striving to be one of the top companies in India. And then every organization, whether it is a government owned, a privately owned business, or a company in the private sector, every business, or why business, I would say that all organization, and why organization, all individual also have to have a planning in their life if they want to have a successful life. So the government also, make the budget. This is what planning. So a small business will have its own plan, where other companies also will have the big plans, then sales plan, production plan, and many more. So all business firm would like to be successful. Yes or no? Do you agree with me? So they have to increase their sales, they have to earn the profits. So all managers, and this is what I have written there, that all managers dream of these and strive to achieve their goals. But to turn these dreams into reality, they must work hard and think about the future also. So in making business predictions and achieving targets, a dream can be turned into reality only if, this is what I said, if business managers think in advance and on what to do and how to do it. So this is the actually essence of planning. Now, if we try to understand the meaning and the concept of the planning, we say that planning is basically deciding in advance what to do and how to do it. Correct? So it is one of the basic managerial function. You must have, while we were discussing the functions of the manager. No, so the first function we talked about, that planning. So before doing anything, it's a manager or an individual or a student or a businessman, even the housewives, everyone, they must have an idea of how to work on a particular task. So we can say that planning is closely connected with creativity and innovation. But the manager would first have to set the objectives. So the first thing which I am saying here is that setting objective, the first thing. So planning basically seeks to bridge the gap between where we are and where we want to go. This is already I have said. Planning is what managers do at all levels. So it requires taking decisions, since it involves making a choice from the various alternatives. So you have so many things to do, like you can do like this also, that also, but which one you will choose? So that is choosing the correct alternative. So we can say that it involves setting objective, this is the first thing, and developing appropriate course of action. Appropriate courses of action means that first you need to set the objective, that this is what I want to achieve. For example, you want to score good marks, say 90% marks, say 95% marks. So your objective is scoring 95% marks in business studies. Now you have to develop the appropriate courses of action. What will you do to study to get this 95% marks? You need to study regularly. You need to follow the NCERT book. You need to follow the guidelines given by the teacher. So all these are what? The appropriate courses of action. And to achieve this objective of the organization, in your case it will be achieving your own objective. So basically objective provide direction for all managerial decision and action. Like if you have decided that I want to score 95% marks, then will you do like this, that in a month you will study for 2 hours business studies? So this is not the right decision. This is not the right actions. So you need to make your decision and actions according to the objectives which you have set. Correct? Then one more thing. We may say that planning provides a rational approach for achieving predetermined objective. So all the members, they need to keep the objective in view, and they have to be in the action. Like if you see your own book, page number 95, you will find there is a picture given, like three boys are playing basketball. So they are keeping the objective in view. What is the objective? If you see that picture, then you will see that the basket is the objective, and they have to be in the action. If they stand, they don't move the ball, they don't do the dribbling, all those things, will they be able to basket the ball? No. So they have to keep the objective in view, and they have to be in the action also. So all the people whosoever want to achieve the success in their life, they have to have the planning, and they need to work towards achieving the goal which they have decided, isn't it? So these goals set the target, basically, that which need to be achieved and against which actual performance is measured. So we can say that planning means setting objective and targets and formulating an action plan to achieve them. So it is concerned with both. Like here you are seeing that setting the objective and targets and formulating an action plan. Action plan means how will you do it to achieve the set objective. So we can say that it is concerned with both ends and means. Ends means what? What is to be done, and means how it is to be done. So ends is what? Like you want to score 95% marks. So this is your ends. Correct? So what is to be done? You need to score 95% marks in business studies in your board examination. That is your ends. And then what are the means? That you will follow all the YouTube video which I am posting. You will follow the NCERT. You will solve many case studies. So these are the means. So this is how you need to achieve it. See, the means may be fair, means may be unfair also. Please remember it. So we will not follow the unfair means. You must have seen, understand the unfair means? Yes. So fair means we will follow. Now let us understand that. See, I have talked so much about the planning. I have given you so many ideas about the planning. Now if it is asked that define planning, then what will you write? So let us understand this. So the first thing which you have to talk about, that setting objective should be there in your definition. This is the keyword, setting objective. So we will write planning can be defined as setting objective for a given time period. Remember it. This is also equally important. Then you have to write another keyword, is that formulating courses of action. So formulating courses of action is the second keyword. So how will you write it? Planning can be defined as setting objective for a given time period, formulating various courses of action to achieve them. And this is a very, very important part which you should write, or rather I must write. The third keyword is selecting the best possible alternative. So how will you do it? You will write in this way. Planning can be defined as setting objective for a given time period, formulating various courses of action to achieve them, and then selecting the best possible alternative from among the various courses of action available. So you will have different options available to you. Like let us take an example. You want to go to station. So going station is the objective. Correct? Now you have to formulate the various courses of action. How can you go to station? You can use the car, you can go by the auto, you can use cycle, or all these options are available to you, but which one is the best possible alternative, or which one is the best options available out of these? So all those things which you have decided that these are the various means, this is your ends, going station, and these are the means, various means that you may use different sources of transportation. So now you have to select the best one. Which one would be right now suitable to go to the station? For example, you are going alone, so maybe bike is good for you to go there, but you have some luggage also, so you lose another option. Or maybe that 5 people are going, 4 people are going, so maybe the car would be the best option. So selecting that best possible alternative from among the various courses of action which were available to you, so that is called planning. So in this way you can define the planning very easily. You just have to remember these 3 keywords and your definition is done. Okay, good. Thank you.